Hi guys, my name is Nutu. I born in Eastern Cape in Butterworth, Cuba. My mother's name is Noma Pato Mafanya. Since that, my father and my mother divorced, so my mother decided to take me and my brother to Western Cape. So we came, me and my brother. I was 2 years old. So we went to Western Cape. So in Western Cape in Kukuletu with a family house. So we grow up there. So I start to go to the school in Lwazi in Kukuletu for the primary until standard 5. And then to go to standard 5, and then I go to Fazeka NY6 in Kukuletu until in grade 12. I passed in grade 12. So the time that I passed in grade 12, I started to getting pregnant with my first child. So the time that my first child I born with 203. Then we were staying, me and my mother, there in Kukuletu with the family house. It was me and my mother and my cousins, sisters, my aunties, and my uncle also. So as we grow up, I started to get a job. So I started to get a job. I do it as a cashier in Cape Town. So I have the certificate for the cashier. I start to look at job. So I get a job for the cashier. I work, but it was a contract. So it was for 6 months contract. But I work for that and then I put down on that. But actually that for the contract for 6 months, and then everything was cool at home. So no one was bothering each one that because I was buying a food, everything. So it was a happy family, each other. So ever since that, I start to get a job, and then I look after my children, and then I get another one. It was a boy, a girl. Then also it was the father was taking care of them. Then after that, I was staying as much as I grow up, guys. So as much also my mother was growing up, and then my mother starting to get a sickness, so we get a stroke. The time that I get a stroke, I was the one that I was looking after my mother. So I was up and down to the hospital until that I make the pay for him, and then he get a grant pay. But since that he get a grant pay, so there at home my aunties and my uncle, they decided to control my mother's money. As I was one to go to look the job, they say to me, I can't go to look the job. I must look after my mother because my mother was sick most the I was having the nephew, so I was having the change, whatever that, so I was the one that to do that. But when the money that it comes, so they took the money, they couldn't even to give me the money for the cosmetics, everything. So I decided as myself that, okay, it's fine. I mustn't be cry for that. I must be patient. Ever since that I get impatient, and my mother that he didn't like it, and then he get more sick until that he passed away. So we go to Eastern Cape to burying her in Eastern Cape, and then I came back to stay there to the family house. So to the family house I live also my two daughters there in Eastern Cape. So I came with the first one here. But the first one, likely that it was the father that was looking at him. As much now, it was, he passed the matric, and then he go to the university, was doing the business management for 3 years, as now he's working. But actually, as that was not staying with me, was staying with his father, but me, I was staying with that house. So with the house it was painful for me. So everything that he is doing that, they say everything is wrong. I'm the one that is missing, everything they're pointing me. So one day that my uncle called me. Ever since that, I couldn't even have nothing at all, like the cosmetics and thing that. So he called me to the room and then he closed the door and then he started to rape me. So the time that he raped me, and then I tell my aunt what's happening to me, and then he couldn't believe. And then the time that he couldn't believe, I said, okay, it's fine. So there's no one that is believing me ever since from that. So I decide myself, okay, let's start to drink. I start to drink because I couldn't. I lose myself ever since from there. So I start to go to the club. So ever since that I came to the club. So I start to meet the girls. They are going to the clubs here in Cape Town. So I meet the girls as I start to drink. So I went here in Cape Town. So we are partying here, clubbing, whatever that. So we don't go back homes and others. So as myself that I decided, no, it's fine here. I must be here. I'm not going back there. So I end up to be staying here in the street. Ever since from now, I've got 8 years now. I'm on the street. But as now, there's these classes that I'm doing in it. I just want to pick up myself to be normally, like everything, I must go back. But as now, I'm not going back home as to see my uncle. I'm still having the anger, but forgiveness for him, but not to say that I will be going back there at home, as I'm staying to the street even now. But I'm trying to pull off myself. Everyone that can be listening this, it's very painful. As I say, guys, there's the classes that we are doing it each and every day. So they're giving the bath free, they're giving the pub free, they're giving the lunch free. So they are motivating us. But as they're motivating us, we're going to pick up the papers 1 o'clock, and then when we come back on 1 o'clock is 30 minutes. 2 o'clock we have to be back. So they're giving the vouchers. So it's 4 vouchers that they are giving us. 1, you wash for yourself in the morning. 2, you bought the clothes for yourself. 3, you buy the food for there. And then 3, you just keeping just for a safetyness if you don't go for the classes, because there's the classes that we are doing. As much as I told you guys, they are motivating us. They want to take us to the street. They want us to be back to the way we was before. They are giving us the shelters. If the person that they are sick, as we are here in Cape Town, there's a hospital. It's not far. It's just only from there. It's only two minutes to went there. Even that we don't have the IDs. They are making for us the IDs free. As I told you guys, they're giving us also the clothes free. Everything is free. They are motivating us. And then if that we want the job, they are trying the best that we can do the courses that we want to do it, and then they can look the job for us. I've got 5 years now to see my kids in Eastern Cape, but the one that it was here. So I see after 6 months now. 6 months that I don't see him. But if I want to see him, I call him and then I meet him here in Cape Town. The family members, as I told you guys, ever since I left, I'm not contact with them. As the message for my future, first of all, is forgiveness. Forgiveness is very good thing, because if that you don't forgive someone that you do something bad to you, you will never succeed in your life. You will be sticking with your same thing. So if you can forgive, is the way that the God that they can also open the door for you. Everything that you was wishing to do, the God that will let you can do it. Everything will be all right. As my experience for myself to be outside, guys, I was saying to be outside, guys, is not the good thing, because to be outside, you can get you can get sick sometimes, no family next to you, and you can do drugs, no one that you can tell you. As myself, that I'm a drunk person, because there was the guy that he accusing me. He said to me, I steal the wallet. I told him, no, I didn't steal the wallet. The one that is steal the wallet is the guys, and then I show him. By the time that I show him, he decided him to step me here, was stepping me here. And then now this hand, it doesn't work at all. So the message is for you guys who never have this experience. Please don't try it. It's not good at all.